Alright everybody, welcome back to Fox Outdoor Sports. Jared, and what we're going to be doing today is a European mount on a rattlesnake, which means we're going to clean all the flesh off, we're going to clean every bit of everything out of the brain hole, and then what we're going to do is we're going to position the mouth so it's open with the fangs out. Now there's some things to note here, okay? I'm not a professional, alright? And I do not encourage anybody to try this at home. But there are some safety precautions that I think we should go over just in case somebody wants to get wild. First off, this is a venomous snake. Very venomous. It can hurt you, even after it's dead. Right here, I'm going to touch it as little as I can. Right here is a venom gland, and over here is a venom gland. I might actually zoom in on that for you guys here. Hang on. Okay. Let's really focus in on this snake head here. Perfect. Alright. Right here is a venom gland, and right here is a venom gland, and it pumps through these ducts that run along underneath the eye, and it comes out the fangs, which are going to be right here and right here. But I'm not going to show you that until we've got the mouth open. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take an X-Acto knife and we're going to cut all the skin off and all the flesh off that we can. But back to the safety precautions. Back to safety precautions. We're going to wear glasses because we don't want any of this venom getting in our eyes or on our face or anything like that. You can even wear a whole face shield if you want. And then we're going to wear gloves. We're actually going to double our gloves up just in case something happens to make it through the first set. I don't want anything to make it through the second set. We're not using a pocket knife, we're using an X-Acto knife with a disposable blade. That way when I'm done with this blade, I can throw it away where it's not going to hurt anybody. And next, we're going to use forceps to peel skin and touch the critter and stuff like that. We're not going to touch it with we're going to not touch it with our hands as much as we can possibly not touch it. So, let's see here. What else was I going to talk about? I think that was pretty much it. Oh, I remember now. The venom that they have is a protein, and it's a hemotoxic venom, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But proteins can be broken down, and the way we're going to break them down is by boiling it and by rubbing it through some alcohol. And what that's going to do is it's going to make this as safe as we can possibly get it for us to touch. Now, that doesn't mean that you should touch the fangs or anything like that, because they're going to still be very, very sharp. But we're going to get it as safe as we can possibly have it without hurting ourselves or without hurting anybody else in the process. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and I'm just going to go ahead and get into skinning this thing, and I might say a few things about the snake as we're going through it. And I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. gonna boil this in straight water to cook this meat up. That way we can come through and finish fleshing this off. I should be able to come through and just pick off most of this little stuff. But we're gonna do that, and then I'm not gonna make you guys watch me boil a snake head for an hour. So I think we're actually gonna do 30 minutes and check it and see how it is after that. But we'll be right back after that. So the snake's been in the boil for over 30 minutes. And I'm starting to see that we might have some problems. So here is one of the mandibles, and that teeny tiny bone there is one that connects the mandibles to things. Then there's a teeny tiny bone. So I'm going to just make a little tiny bone pile over here. Here's a bone. I'm going to kind of pick as much meat off of stuff as I go along as I can. That way I don't have to go back and do it all at the end. And 30 minutes was plenty long for the boil. You gotta be joking. A bird just took a shit on my head. I gotta clean that up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and it looks like we didn't lose any pieces. Teeny tiny pile of bones here. That's the main part of the skull. I've got this glove box here blocking the wind from it, but that's what I've got. Little tiny pile of bones. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo my water put a little peroxide in it, and just give these a really quick boil. Alright guys, welcome back. So these sat in the solution overnight. I think that's where we left off at. But now what we're going to do is we're going to put all these little pieces together. I have like 24 pieces here. I wasn't quite prepared for how many pieces of this snake head there was going to be, but I shouldn't have too much trouble putting it back together. I think I can kind of remember how everything went, and I'm going to get a diagram up on my phone. That way I know for sure where things go. But I'm not going to go through every individual step, because if I do that, this will just take way too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut to some music. We're going to just speed this up and show you guys how it's done. So hope you stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the content. Alright, there it is. That's the finished product. All, I don't know, 3 hours to put it together, and not including the time that it took to get everything separated and do the boil and do the skinning on it. That is a lot of work for a very, very tiny snakehead. It's missing some pieces. They came out in the boil and I can't find them. And then the teeth on it are so fragile. A lot of them come out. I mean, everything, pretty much all of them but the fangs came out. And another cool thing about it is it's double fanged. So it's got 2 sets of fangs on each side. They've replaced themselves, and this one was in the middle of replacing themselves. So I thought that was pretty neat. But I hope you guys enjoyed how difficult this was. It takes a lot of time to do it, and especially with this small of a head, that I'm pretty impressed with the fact that I could even do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you like and subscribe. This takes a lot of work to make this, and probably not going to be the last one I do. See if I can get a little better at it and do another one for you. But appreciate you guys watching. Y'all be good.